Hello, welcome back. I thought with all the chaos of my other video and all my shorts that I would kind of give some background of what's going on here. I recently moved this mobile home in here from, the other one was really bad. It was from the 60s. So I took this out. Took that one out, put this one in. This one's much bigger, but I had to shift it, and you'll see on the other side of the house that there was a tree there, and I had to cover what was left of the stump, and it was a massive tree. So I know it's kind of halfway into this new yard project, but I had to start somewhere in my little journey here. I reuse and repurpose a lot of material that I have. I grew up very rural, and my father was a building material junk collector. And I learned a lot of little weird tricks from him. And I get a lot of harebrained ideas as well. But like this is my wife's bulb bed that I made out of some railroad ties that I found out here in the sticks. And then I started my back fence project. I didn't figure anybody would want to watch me pour concrete again, so this is going to be a much taller fence because this is where my vegetable garden is going to go. And I'm jumping around a lot with what I'm doing because certain priorities, especially my plants, need to go in the ground. So I need to get my fences up, and my pavers and everything else can wait. There's my onions from 2 years ago that still grow there, and strawberries that we didn't plant. Which looks like the deer came and took care of most of them overnight, so I definitely need to get things going here. Coming in May, my sons are coming up from southern Idaho, and we're taking this shed down. And I will time-lapse that, and I'm actually going to repurpose a lot of the wood on here for planter boxes and whatnot. It's another upcoming project. I saw a thing on YouTube, and it was a guy talking about medieval root plants and different medieval vegetables that people don't grow anymore because they're not big commercially viable things. So I thought, and you can grow them over the winter. So I might go to a local used building supply place and get some sliding glass doors and windows and make a little greenhouse, a winter greenhouse for them, because western Montana is not a very forgiving place during the winter. But my wife likes root plants a lot, so we're gonna try it out. And as you can see, when I moved the house and moved it this way, didn't leave a lot of room for the stairs, so that's going to come out. That was just temporary, just in case we did need to go out. And when I eliminate this shed, let's go around this way, I'm actually going to put, and it arrived today, 6x8 metal shed right here. And the reason why I'm putting everything on this side is because the electrical, as you can see, goes here in the trench where I dug down, and all the plumbing comes in here. So this is kind of a dead area where we can't really grow garden stuff over all this stuff. That's another project that I'm going to bring out once the fences are up, and kind of a repurpose, reuse. It's my well spigot, and since it's so cold, you have to wrap it with something, and all I had was part of the roof of the old mobile home, and I just screwed it together and made this little thing, but I'm gonna make it decorative. And there's the fence that I was working on, which I got all the other posts lined out, and I'll get to them pretty quickly here into the next day or two. And right here, you can see it's barren, but that's all wildflowers that we planted. And native wildflowers. We didn't get any exotic stuff. We actually got the seed packets from an organization here in Montana that's trying to grow prairie flowers and stuff, so we just spread them out in here. But this is where the old house was. So that that's going to be my wife's thing. We put marigolds up front so that the deer wouldn't get in there because they don't like marigolds. The only thing I can find that eats marigolds is slugs, and we have those too, which is just lovely. I'm going to replicate this stairs that I built on the back side. It's pretty easy design. It's 4x4. I added some reused material from the old deck that was here from the old house, and yeah, I did put the last few pavers in. Not really set in stone on the way that looks, but it's functional, and that's kind of what I'm going for on most of the things I do, because I'm not a perfectionist. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'll redo it. But for the most part, that's where it is, my little slice of heaven here in the Rockies. And yeah, there's the part of the shed that came today. Sorry if you guys just got a glare. And guys I bought the house from, pretty sloppy, but we did put this in October, so it didn't really have a lot of time to do a lot of things. It was more of a batten down the hatches, winter's coming, let's just get the functionality going. And I'm pretty big on function. But yeah, I like to reuse a lot of stuff. And there's a local place nearby that is a Habitat for Humanity, that it's a used building place, and it's about a half mile down the road. So I like to use that a lot. And then you probably see some of my lazy cats. There's two of them. I don't know if you can see them or not. That's Frankie. And then behind her, Percy, the Manx cat. Oh, Frankie, you performing for the camera? Everyone's gonna love that. But okay, stay tuned. I got a lot of projects coming. Gardening, all kinds of weird stuff. I actually got something I'm gonna do with what's under these tarps. It's a mystery project. It's a mystery to me what it's going to turn out to be too, because I'm just kind of going to go with what's under here and try to figure out what I can use and what I can't use. All right, thank you.